Alright, so for today's review, we've got the Gemmy Airblown Inflatable 6 foot tall St. Patrick's Day Leprechaun jumping out of pot of gold, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know the official title for it, but that's what we'll go for at least filming the video. I might change that in post, I'm not sure. As you can see here, it's really in phenomenal condition. I'll take it around to further prove my point. I did get this off of eBay for $70 plus $20 for shipping. The original price on it was $100. He accepted my offer of $70, and I went from there. $94 in total. I'm not sure what this retailed for when it first came out. I think it actually sold at Walmart and a few other places, but don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure. As you can see here, there's really only one I guess flaw about the box, and that is this stain right here where it says the 2004 Gemmy. But really, I have to be happy with this. Normally, I get my inflatables, especially my classics, from randos on eBay and Mercari and Facebook Marketplace. With an eBay purchase like this guy really took care of this thing, and I'm super appreciative and fortunate to be able to own this particular one. Now, as we take a look at the actual inflatable, we'll get a little bit further into the details. It doesn't look quite like the other classics for St. Patrick's Day. It's definitely on the weirder side. I got this mainly just for the purpose of completing the collection of the St. Patrick's Day classics, so it's not a super loved inflatable by me, but I really wanted to get it. Now, if we look here, you can actually see the Clover is hand painted, so I guess they took the prototype version of this, or at least like an early sample of the inflatable, and used that as the cover for the box. The box itself looks really good. It does have that blue to green gradient. I think that looks phenomenal, but if you look closely, it's got like these leaf designs in it. I don't understand why they would do that, or at least, you know, maybe use clovers instead. It looks really weird to me. If anyone has an inflatable that also has that, please let me know, or knows why they chose to do that. I'm genuinely curious, but who knows why Gemmy does the things that they do sometimes. So you can see up at the top corner, heavy duty fan, 6 feet. Just giving you a really good look at this inflatable because of how excellent shape it's in. You can see on this side, it is turned down like that. It's the only side that it is like that. These other two are pretty much the exact same. It does have 3 pull tabs up at the top, you can see there, and a handle, just indicative of it being a classic design. And yeah, that's really it. Let's go ahead and open it up. So as you can see, the stakes inside, it's actually a cardboard box in itself. Kind of reminiscent of the colossal inflatables. I'm thinking specifically of the 2015 16-foot Nutcracker that I have. It just reminds me of that in the sense that it does come like this. So take out the rest. You can see the instructions here. Nothing too interesting. No. That didn't sound too great. These do fold down like so, and I'll do that here off camera because it would be kind of hard to do that one-handed, so I'll be right back. Now, before I go into the rest of the base, I would like to show you the fan. Now, the zipper is located right here, and the fan is right there. Now, it's a very weak fan. The classic fans are quite pitiful compared to today. That is actually something that's nice about Gemmy in terms of their progression. Fans have gotten much better. However, the inflatable quality seems to have decreased, so it's kind of a balance. But these fans are not the best by any means. But it's kind of to my point, like with the YEF 200, for example, you know, it's that mean, powerful, circular dish. It's a mean looking fan. This is not. It's quite blocky and ugly. So I will say even the look of the fan has gotten better, so that's nice. Even with the base, I believe is not nearly as good as what we have today. So we'll get into the legs right now on that note. So the legs of the fan are about 1 foot long, which is definitely different from what we have now. They do require some assistance as well. You can see it's kind of a hot mess regarding the, I guess, assembly of the fan. It's very easy and very simple, but it doesn't even have to be this complicated, which I find kind of amusing. You just have to clip this tether into here, which is definitely a task one-handed. I would like to see if I'm able to do it. I think I can do it this way. I'll use my foot and do it this way. Bro, oh my God.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So you can see it just clips in like that, and you do it for the perpendicular.
I better see everyone perpendicular fuel from now on.
Strap that goes across. It is definitely a struggle doing this one-handed. Yeah, all right, so there it is. Now it's in. The fan is pretty much ready to go. I have to make sure though that all of the other, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. This has to be clipped in to here, or else it's gonna look pretty wonky. You can see this is the zipper for some reference of where it is compared to the fan. It's vertical, just right off the back of the pot. And then this, I'll go ahead and clip it in like so. All right, so there you go. That's 1, 2. No, this one is not clipped in either. That, and this one is already good to go. So that is the process for the fan. It does look pretty ridiculous, especially now that we have the, I guess, next generation of fans, if you want to make it all spiffy. But yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and inflate it. So I was going to inflate it with like a fixed filling position. I prefer doing it that way for inflations. It just seems better. It looks better overall. But unfortunately, this inflatable has one major flaw, and that is the stability and vulnerability of the Leprechaun compared to the wind, and also it kind of affects it inflating. So we're just going to do an onboard cam. We will definitely get into the Leprechaun's issues later in the review, but for now, we'll just inflate it. See there, happy St. Patrick's Day. And then also has a yellow base for the gold as well. Yeah, so the Leprechaun definitely needs help when inflating. It's, I think we got a C7 tied around here. Yeah, all right, it's good. I think it has 4 C7s in total, but don't quote me on that. We will definitely confirm at night. I'm not sure. Yeah, all right, so there you go. Case in point, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen very, very early on. This is a major flaw with this inflatable. Wind is absolutely a major, major problem, and it's always going to win. There's really nothing you can do to stop this. I would say the best thing to do is the location of the actual inflatable. Place it next to something where, I don't even know, probably a porch would be the best place to put this inflatable. It is kind of a porch greeter looking design. I think it would work really well if you put it on the porch or something like that. In the yard is definitely not the best place to do it. I know a lot of people do, and it's somewhat successful. This time of year, it shouldn't really be that windy, at least where I live, so I'm not really sure why we're having gusts of over like 20 miles an hour today. So overall, I think the inflatable aesthetically is quite pleasing. It's a very good looking design. Unfortunately, it does have that one major issue, and that can be, I mean, almost catastrophic to the design in terms of actual usage of it. So it's definitely going to have to be monitored. I have a feeling it's going to happen a lot in the display. Probably won't have this inflated on windy nights or windy days for that matter, just because I don't want to have people driving by or walking by and something in the display is noticeably wrong. I hate that. Their eyes will always go to that one flaw, and it kind of misses the purpose of the display, and it looking really good, it just kind of honestly poisons that. So you can see I have had to stake it down, because if these were not here, it probably would fall over without any wind at all.
Stop the cap.
Maybe a mile-an-hour breeze and it would topple over. So the stakes and tethers are absolutely essential. This one is beyond essential. You have to have them. I've got the base stake down as well as the tethers, obviously. So right now it is how it would be in the display in terms of it being anchored to the ground. We'll give you a back view here. I mean, it looks good from all sides. Like I said, this inflatable looks really good. I am happy with the design. It's a really nice classic. The Leprechaun is a little bit creepy though, especially if I do like this. This is really funny. I think that's absolutely hysterical. That's why I said that this inflatable might be better as a porch greeter or something like that, rather than putting it in your yard. And I do apologize for the wind noise, because I'm sure you're hearing that a little bit. It does have green eyes as well. I forgot to mention that. I think that's kind of cool. It does have some detailing, kind of like the Mickey Mouse gloves that they put in, but those are normally back here, and they put those lines. That's kind of what this is similar to. It does have some white little, I don't even know, I guess that's supposed to be a shirt underneath the green. So there's a little bit of detailing there. Just a nice generic smile, the nose, and then the hair that actually pops through. I think the hair as well as the eyebrows are actually quite cute. There is a C7 in the head. I know that for sure. I can feel it when I go back and forth. It kind of hits like my thumb right there. So there definitely is a C7 in the head. And I would assume that there's maybe 2 in the pot, 1 in the torso, but I think they actually might all be in the pot. I'm not sure though. So we'll take a look at that at night. It's got 4 buckles, because there are 2 at the feet, 1 for the actual belt, and then 1 up at the hat. So it does have 4 buckles. Like I said, this inflatable is really nice, but it's just not cutting it. It's a real shame, you know? So if you have any tips for using this in the yard, please let me know. I honestly don't know what to do. I'm going to put it in the yard. I'm just going to say screw it and go with it. But I have a feeling I'm definitely going to run into this particular issue over and over and over again, and I'm not looking forward to that. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.